Here's the mistake almost everyone makes with email. Your emails look great, the offer's solid, but your click-through rates are flat and no one's buying. Sound familiar? Chances are it's because you skipped the most important step: strategy. Most brands jump straight into writing without asking the real question. Who is this for? What's the goal? And why should they care? We've generated millions in revenue for our clients by leading with strategy, dialing into segmentation, and sending messages that actually mean something to their audience. In this video, I'm going to walk you through our proven framework that we use for all of our clients so that you can start building smarter, more effective campaigns right now. When it comes to creating an email campaign, the first step is always developing that initial strategy. You have to ask yourself, who, what, and why. First, who are you targeting? Second, what is the goal of the email or the action that you want the customer to take? And lastly, but most importantly, why should they take that action in the first place? For step 2, it's time to actually build the campaign. When it comes to going and building your email, you have to focus on your best practices. First of all, creating an engaging subject line and hook is key. That is what's going to spark that curiosity, urgency, or relevance to the reader, and it's your first impression, so you have to make it count. After they open the email, it's now time to get them to take the action that you want them to and to click. When it comes to that, you have to place the CTA above the fold. You've probably heard that a million times, but doing that will make it easy for the recipient to take action immediately. You have to make sure that it's visible without needing the reader to scroll. Including reviews, UGC, or testimonials is key for the customer to be able to envision themselves with the product that you're selling. This not only builds credibility and trust with your audience, but also makes it easier for people to actually imagine themselves as someone who will have achieved success using the product that you want them to purchase. Additionally, you have to optimize for mobile. Nowadays, over half of emails are actually being opened on mobile devices. While it may be easier to feel like you have to build for desktop, you have to actually primarily build for mobile first and desktop second. Just knowing the current landscape of how many people are on their phones and opening your emails on the go. The last crucial piece that you can't miss is A/B testing. If you A/B test, you'll allow yourself to gather a ton of data that you can use to make informed decisions going forward. Testing things like your subject line, copy, CTA buttons, and visuals allow you to continuously refine your campaign strategy and ultimately maximize your performance. So now that you've strategized and you've built your campaign, it's time to schedule and segment for maximum impact. When it comes to segmentation, it's super important to think back to who you initially aimed to target. Once you have that in mind, you have to go beyond the basic rules of segmentation. Tailor your emails to different types of people based off of behavior, interests, and purchase history. Aim for the Goldilocks zone, which in other words is not too broad, but also not too overly narrow. After you have your segmentation in there, you have to choose an optimal send time. Choosing a send time that resonates with your audience is key to make sure that you're picking a time that they're most likely to engage with. If you're not sure what that might be, A/B testing different send times to find that sweet spot for your specific list is a really great place to start. Some people engage better in the morning, whereas other people's engage better in the evening. Considering things like time zone, industry, and other factors is key when it comes to choosing that send time so that you can make sure that as many people as possible are opening the campaign that you want them to see. So now that you've sent the campaign, it's time to analyze your results for continuous improvement. Learn from things like what worked and what didn't. Identify patterns, trends, and realize that things can change depending on the results that you initially discovered. Once you identify these patterns and trends, you can then look at the effectiveness of the messaging, the design, and who you targeted. Even if things may have gone wrong, it will only help you grow and be able to make informed decisions moving forward. When it comes to looking at the data, you also have to look beyond the open and the click rates. Diving deeper into metrics such as segment engagement, click placements, and conversion rates will help you get a bigger picture in terms of how your list is actually interacting with what you're sending. Once you have a big chunk of data to look through, you can also start planning for future A/B tests. Leverage your findings to test things in the future, such as subject lines, CTAs, send times, all of which will continually improve and fine-tune your approach. So you've got everything you need now. The structure, the strategy, the steps, exactly what you need to do to create email campaigns that literally print you money. Now, you just need to do it. Be intentional, build smart, test often. And if it flops, that's a lesson. Just learn and try again.